Hello, my name is Code Coda, or just Coda. This is my first ever Power Rangers lore video. I haven't seen anyone else go into this much detail on Shrek as a character on YouTube yet, and I wanted to be one of the first people to do it. If you happen to enjoy this video, please hit the subscribe button to help my channel grow. And thanks, and let's get into the video. Every Power Rangers fan knows and on most occasions love Power Rangers in Space, myself included in that group. Power Rangers in Space was an amazing ending to the Zordon era of Power Rangers, and spoiler alert, Zordon fucking dies at the end. Now, one of the many things that made the season so great and a fan favorite were the Psycho Rangers. The Psycho Rangers were a team of 5 Rangers initially, created by Astronema to be the evil counterparts of the In-Space Rangers. But this video is not about the core 5 Psycho Rangers. This is about the 6th Ranger, and no, not the fake Silver Psycho Ranger that was actually Zane in a disguise trying to distract the original Psycho Rangers. Today we are talking about one of the most slept on characters in the Power Rangers universe, Trek, aka Green Psycho in the graphic novels. The reason I believe Trek is so underrated is because his storyline is essentially the Saban equivalent of a serial killer, or Anakin Skywalker. Now, Trek was a member of the mysterious SuperSonic Rangers initially. SuperSonic takes place over 100 years before Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on the planet Zebria, which is what I believe it's pronounced. The Rangers in this team are the same species as Trip, the Time Force Green Ranger. Because of this, the team of Rangers are able to read minds, pinpoint locations, and in some instances, see into the future. Now, nothing is known about the creation of this team of Rangers, but we do know how they fell. Trek and the team's Red Ranger Ace had frequent arguments concerning Ace's frequent decision to exclude him from field missions, and on one of those such occasions, the team was preparing to mobilize when Star, the team's Pink Ranger, grew concerned over her inability to read Trek's thoughts, as she'd normally been able to. Now, Trek, the team's Green Ranger, stayed back to monitor the situation while the main core 5 Rangers went on the mission. The building the Rangers stepped inside, seconds after stepping inside of it, instantly collapses, killing 4 of the 5 Sonic Rangers instantly, except for Ace, the team's Red Ranger. Trek then shows up at the building post-explosion and finds Ace still alive in the rubble, comes up to Ace and essentially promises to kill any other Ranger he finds. He then raises his rifle and Ace fucking dies. Now, Trek was known even in his Ranger days to be a huge dick, to put it lightly, to not only his team but also his enemy. He essentially 9/11'd his own team, which indicated that Trek was intelligent, strategic, and had calculated understanding of the weaknesses and mindsets of those around him, which are consistent with his powers as an empath, much like the Green Time Ranger. After this event, Trek travels to the planet Infernus to meet with Dark Spectre, the main antagonist of Power Rangers in Space. Spectre then learns of Trek's action and rewards him with a morpher upgrade, making Trek the first ever Psycho Ranger, and also Spectre's right-hand man. Now, not counting Psycho Silver due to being a fake, Trek is the only true Psycho Ranger who isn't a cyborg like the rest of Astronema's Psycho Rangers, due to being the original Psycho Ranger himself. Now, around 1869, he was sent to the moon in order to release Rita Repulsa from her prison. However, defense cannons placed by Zordon and Alpha shot down his spaceship. Unbeknownst to the two, Psycho Green survived the crash, and his ship placed him into a hibernation until it detected life forms for a possible rescue attempt. Now, this is where shit really gets crazy. In 1969, the moon landing inadvertently wakes up Green Psycho from his slumber on the moon, and he's pissed. While searching for a space dumpster after waking up, Psycho Green finds the current Blue and Black Rangers. Now, these are Mighty Morphin Rangers, but they aren't the team we know. This is around 1969, so this is the 70s team of Mighty Morphin. Now, this team of Rangers is still working under Zordon and has the actual same power coins as the Rangers we know from the original Mighty Morphin series. Green Psycho, after seeing the 2 Rangers, is immediately filled with rage and attacks them, throwing a boulder at the Black Ranger, instantly killing him. Okay? As the other Rangers arrive, Green Psycho engaged with them, killing the Pink Ranger by destroying his visor and exposing him to the vacuum of space, which is nutty, alright? And after reaching the space dumpster, Psycho Green is blasted by the power blaster by the remaining Rangers. The attack didn't kill him and he returned in a second form, a giant flaming green monster, much like the other Psycho Rangers' ability to transform into their monster forms. The remaining 3 Rangers then chased Green Psycho into Rita's palace, where he was finally incapacitated by the Blue Ranger, who had to sacrifice himself and cause an explosion inside of Psycho Green. The only thing that remained of Psycho Green on the surface was his dagger, which was secretly taken by the team's Red Ranger. The 2 remaining Rangers returned to Earth with the dagger. Now, adding together his naturally psychotic mindset, because he was just naturally crazy and kind of a dick, being powered by pure evil in the form of Dark Spectre, who was the main villain in space and was essentially only going to be destroyed by releasing pure good from Zordon's death, you know, but then he also died from like a missile that had to kill a planet. So it was like the Death Star, really, if we really think about it. It's nuts. It's nuts, you know, and he was buried under the moon for 100 years, so we can understand why he's pretty pissed off, on top of already being an actual psychopath, which is the name of the comic that he is trapped in the moon on. Psycho Space Path. Pretty nuts, I do say so myself. I don't know about you guys, but I love Trek's story, and it's something I would love to see possibly someday be made into a live action format. And if you guys enjoy it too, or enjoyed any part of this video, please make sure to click like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more Power Rangers lore videos. Peace out.